Okay, today we will be talking about the politicization of news coverage on mass shootings across the United States. So, for our research project, we looked at how different outlets cover gun violence and school shootings across the nation. Our project observed the different media coverage techniques in several articles, from right, moderate, and left leaning news articles that cover mass shootings across the nation. We used 12 different news sources listed from left to right by allsides.com, including the Washington Post opinion section, MSNBC, CNN, the New York Times, the AP, USA Today, Chalkbeat, the Wall Street Journal opinion section, Fox News, Newsmax, the Washington Times, and the National Review. So, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention website, cdc.gov, the leading cause for death for adolescents in America are accidents, suicide, and homicide. So, the CNN did share a factual claim there. According to the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department's website, the shooter documented in journals her planning over a period of months to commit mass murder at the Covenant School. So the AP News website, again, was factual. According to the Department of Justice, Office of Justice Programs website, most individuals who perpetrated mass shootings had a prior criminal record, 64.5%, and a history of violence at 62.8%, including domestic violence at 27.9%. So the Washington Times shared a fake claim there. So that was false. All right. So for our left news sources, we realized that they all encouraged education-backed information and facts. So they focused heavily on policy information and stayed away from the fear-mongering and emotional information there. And again, those news sources were the CNN, Washington Post opinion section, MSNBC, and the New York Times. So here's some data from our Excel sheet. So they who encouraged legislative action. You'll notice that both the center and the left encouraged legislative action. And did they mention the rate of guns as a cause of death? Only the left and center again mentioned the rate of guns as a cause of death. So for our right sources, we used, again, Fox News, the National Review, the Washington Times, and Newsmax. And we noticed that they try and avoid policy discussion, and they use fear tactics. So the fear, with our previous texts in class, we noticed that the GOP benefits from fear tactics. It tends to drive voters, both Democrats and Republicans, to the vote Republican. And so they tended to use emotional arguments. They would talk about the background of the victims, the perpetrators, and police action to try and enlist an emotional response. And Democrats didn't tend to do that. Rather, they focused on policy of current and future legislation. And here we can see some graphs that include right policy and news coverage. So coverage of offenders, again, they were very high on that. And did they mention the number of mass shootings that occurred? Yes. So both of these things encourage right voters and Democrats and all readers to elicit an emotional response to that information. So this was our team. We had me, Drew Yeagers, the spokesperson, my partner, Jeremy Rosenblum, as the note taker, and Evan Yoler as the Excel master. You have our grade levels and many majors there. And we were happy to work on this project together. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about our research, we are happy to answer those, and we look forward to your comments about our presentation. And this is our bibliography section. Obviously, the readings are listed there. All of our facts from the CDC, the Nashville Police Department, and the Department of Justice are there. And our numbers there at the end that Jeremy shared about the number of mass shootings in America are listed there from Everytown Research.